In the reception hall, Kia Wanyan tilted her head slightly as Amade applied lips rouge to her lips, her long eyelashes cast shadows on her porcelain, white skin, hiding the emotions welling in her eyes. When the maid stepped back, Kia Wanyan pursed her lips and checked her reflection in a small mirror. "Miss, do you think the 10th princess will send Kia Yi-hwan back?" Ziu An asked, munching on the leftover osmanthus cakes Kiao Wanyan had eaten. She saw meds to choke slightly, stretching her neck to swallow the cake stuck in her throat. "The 10th princess is so annoying." She fawned Ed over Kiao Yi after the Huan banquet yesterday. "She's no good either." Ziwan disliked Danyan close to those Kia Wanyan hated. Kia Wanyan stroked her temple and said slowly, "Not really, though the 10th princess is close to Kiao Yi-hwan. She has good taste at least. I didn't date her, but I don't like her much either." Ziwan seemed to understand. "Miss, did the 10th princess praise your beauty?" Kia Wanyan looked up at her, then smiled. "Ziwan, you know me best." A maid entered. "Miss Scholar Zhu is here." Not just him. The young marquis followed too. Soon, Zhang Qian's figure appeared first, followed by Zhu Shujian. Zhang Qian, impulsive and unable to hide his feelings, was clearly upset by the differential treatment. He stormed in and immediately saw Kia Wanyan lounging on a couch, admiring her beauty in a small bronze mirrors. "Why see him but not me? Didn't you say you were at Mingyu Tower?" Kia Wanyan knew Zhang Qian was upset about the snub. She could even hear a trace of grievance in his voice, but seeing him unhappy made her happy. She put down the mirror and looked at him like he was a fool. "Do you really need to ask? What? Because I didn't want to see you. So even bowed red to make up Ellie, but you couldn't understand a polite refusal. Rejected the face I gave you, and came here to humiliate yourself." Zhang Qian was stunned by her rapid-fire words. Asterisk. This crazy woman's mouth is still so sharp. How can someone so beautiful have such a venomous tongue? Asterisk. Zhu Shujian glanced at Zhang Qian, then said, "Greetings. Second miss out should have come later. It's me. Fall for causing you worry." His words made Zhang Qian looks even more ridiculous. "Why don't you want to see me?" Zhang Qian resorted to childish petulance, but willfulness had no effect on Kia Wanyan. "Why should I see a libertine like you? I'm not a libertine." Zhang Qian had come to clear his name. "If I'd wanted to spy on or bully you that day," meaning Kia Wanyan shadowed gaze. He choked on his words and stopped abbing. Roughly, he turned away and said stern lie. "You go out. I need to talk to her." Zhu Shujian's clear eyes flickered. Instead of heeding Zhang Qian, he looked to Kia Wanyan, waiting for her response. "You go out," Kia Wanyan said. Zhang Qian snorted. "What are you waiting for? Get out." "I meant you." Zhang Qian froze, pointing to himself in disbelief. He couldn't, believing she disrespect him in front of a poor scholars. Kia Wanyan grew annoyed. "It just don't want to see you. You make me sick. I have nothing to say to you and don't want to hear your excuses. A shameless lecher like you makes me nauseous at a glance." She dumped a basin of dirty water on Zhang Qian, metaphorically drowning him in accusations, and he couldn't even defend himself. Kia Wanyan watched with interest as he struggled to retort. Asterisk C? It does end third until the needle pricks you. Zhang Qian used to slander me like this, not believing my explanations and thinking I bully at his precious sister Yi Huan. Now, let him taste the frustration. Asterisk. Zhang Qian turned livid, glaring at her with a sulky expression, his chest heaving with anger. He pulled over a chair and sat down. "I'm not leaving." I don't believe he can paint you all day. Zhu Shujian had never met the young Marquis of Jing'an Manor. Only heard he'd grown up in the palace and was a spoiled little devil. But based on that title, he'd expected someone more unruly. Why was he acting so cowardly? And his tone carried a hint of willful fulfillment and arrogance. Zhu Shujian shifted his gaze from the flamboyant red figure and asked, "Second miss, should I come another day?" Qiao Wanyan didn't even look at him. Let him wait if he wants. It never agreed to speak to. Start him just because you left. Painting, if you make me look ugly, you'll pay. Zhu Shujian smiled. Don't worry, second miss. Qiao Wanyan adjusted her posture, leaning on the couch with one hand supporting her. Chic, Zhu Auntie died in her dress, and the scene of Abewood reclining in the reception hall formed a stunning scroll, captivating all eyes. Her nose was delicate, her lips as red as ripe cherries, both charming and beautiful. The reception hall door remained open, letting in the chilly early spring air. Maid thoughtfully lit a charcoal brazier. Beside the couch, Zhang Qiyun frowned, staring at the woman on the couch. Her lazy, beautiful posture suddenly reminded him of her dancing at the banquet. How she'd rising to the moon in the hall. Moments later, Zhang Qiyun shook his head violently. Asterisk, she's just a vase with beauty. A very bad-tempered vase. Asterisk. Bored of waiting, he snapped. Are you done painting? Are you delaying on purpose? Do you know whose time you're wasting? Qiao Wanyan suddenly asked Zhuan. How long has Scholar Zhu been painting? Zhuan replied, half an hour, miss. Are you tired? Shall we continue another day? Zhang Qiyun felt a surge of joy at this. Qiao Wanyan sat up, grabbed a pillow, and threw it at Zhang Qiyun. Keep shouting and I'll trap you here. Zhang Qiyun caught the pillow with a sulky huff, turning away to nurse his anger. The country estate outside the city was deserted. Qiao Yihuan circled the grounds several times. No sign of anyone, not even a living creatures. Everything looked as before. No signs of burglary or missing items. But the people were gone. Her mother was missing. And so were the two nannies who served her. Qiao Yihuan stood in the courtyard confused, then sat on the veranda for a long time, waiting for someone to return. She stared blankly at the sky, then buried her face in her knees. Unwilling to face the world, a breeze lifted her gauzy skirt as she wept silently, hiding her vulnerability like a child. Had the 10th princess noticed her absence? Was he Beos who worried and looking for her? Had Zhang Qiyun entered the palace too, found her and discovered she was gone? And His Highness, would he despise her? Why had she suddenly had diarrhea? Had the flogging injured her? After crying until her throat was hoarse, Qiao Yihuan finally looked up, her clear eyes red from tears. Still waiting in vain, a bad premonition grew. Her mother never left the estate, and the nannies were now here to be found. Something must have happened. She didn't want to face reality or return home, preferring to stay and is disturbed at the estate. But now she had to suppress her emotions and return to the mansion to investigate her mother's disappearance. The capital was unusually lively that day, with nobles gossiping about the imperial flogging at the banquet. But by afternoon, the rumors vanished abruptly, as if suppressed by someone. Look, it's Miss Zhou. Several young ladies emerged from cosmetics shopping and spotted Qiao Yihuan walking alone towards Minister Qiao's mansion. She nodded lightly and tried to keep walking. Who is she pretending to be? If I were her, I'd crawl into a hole. Not strolling the streets, one sneered. Don't talk nonsense. She is favored by the crown prince, so she doesn't care about shame. Wonder if the emperor and empress will let her entering the Eastern Palace. Laughable. Now she can't even be a lowly concubine, let alone crown princess. They say she's daughter of an outer chamber. The minister's wife has been kind to her, but she takes after her mother, a fox spirit clinging to the crown prince. Qiao Yihuan clenched her fists under her sleeves. Turning to GL are at their retreating backs. Asterisk, so what if I'm an outer chamber's daughter? As long as His Highness loves me, they can only envy me with words. Asterisk. Minister Qiao was enthroned when she returned to Mingxiang Pavilion, and Zhao Ying was still missing. Asking servants about the estate yielded no answers. Those who knew kept silent, growing more angsty. She left Mingxiang Pavilion to search for Zhao Ying. As Zhu Shujian neared the end of his paintings, Zhang Qian straddled a mahogany chair, resting his chin on the back, and staring at Qiao Wanyan, as if to bore holes through her, and silently protested his dissatisfaction. Passing the reception hall, Qiao Yihuan heard a familiar voice. Curious, she entered the courtyard and froze, feeling as if ice water had been poured over her. Asterisk, why was Zhang Qian here? Watching Zhu Shujian paint Qiao Wanyan? If he'd come to ask about me, why sit there so calmly? Asterisk. Zhang Qian and Zhu Shujian had their backs to the door, but Qiao Wanyan saw Qiao Yihuan frozen. In the courtyard, she didn't rise or speak, just watched with a mockingbird smile. Zhang Qian frowned. Are you laughing at me? Qiao Wanyan shot him a glare. Idiot. Zhang Qian stood abruptly. Qiao Wanyan, don't think I'll let you insult me just because I've tolerated you. I'm not weak. Qiao Wanyan ignored him, leaving him feeling like a punch had hit. Cotton, annoyed but unable to retaliate, Qiao Yihuan fled the reception hall, her heart wounded. This double blow of betrayal, first the humiliation, now this made her want to lock herself in Mingxiang Pavilion and saw no one. She'd barely returned when someone knocked, summoning her to the family shrine, saying the minister had returned. In the shrine, Minister Qiao looked gloomy. Qiao Yihuan's birth had never been his wish. After a ridiculous night, the contraceptive soup heats into Wu. She was vomited up when he learned Wuxi, banished to farm on the estate, was pregnant. He would have killed them both if it were a son, but it was a daughter, his flesh and blood. So he'd spared them out of youthful softness. Over the years, he treated this daughter fairly, providing food and clothing equally. She was his first child. After all, he held no love for Wu Shi, but he couldn't claim to have no affection for the child. Yet the girl had always been distant, never close to him. Jin Shi was spoiled and disliked Yihuan, but she was not vicious. If she'd wanted to, she could have easily harmed defenseless children. In all these years as mistress of the mansion, he admitted he was biased dead. One daughter flattered him and coaxed him, and massaged his shoulders with pastries when he was tired. The other rare lie approached, always guarded and distant, as if the world owed her. All because he kept Wu Shi on the estate. Asterisk, she thinks I mistreated her mother. Asterisk. Minister Qiao exhaled deeply. Last year, he had chosen the eldest legitimate son of the vice minister of the Ministry of Justice as a prospective husband for Yihuan. Though the boy was legitimate, his elder brothers were exceptionally talented allies, overshadowing his own abilities. His future would likely be that of a well-off noble son, sheltered by the family and living a life of ease. For Yihuan, it would have been a favorable marriage. The boy had a good character and would never mistreat her for being a common-born daughter. He had discussed this with the vice minister, who cared not if his youngest son's wife was legitimate or from a prestigious family. As long as the couple liked each other, the family would accept her. After all, they didn't rely on the youngest to hold up the family name. They only wanted him to live a peaceful life. No need to use marriage for familial gain. The arrangement had proceeded smoothly, and the boy showed no objection. In fact, he had once seen Yi Huan by chance and taken a liking to her. But suddenly, the boys were betrothed another girl, Minister Kiao. Later learned that the boy had seen Yi Huan buying a jade pendant in the street, explicitly saying it was for the crown prince. Hence, the family hurried to secure different matches to avoid trouble. Shortly after, the whole city learned of the crown prince's affection for Yi Huan, and no one proposed marriage for her thereafter. Common-born daughters are coming. A mistress was not rare, but a common-born daughter as crown princess was unheard of in history. He had privately warned Yi Huan, but it was like talking to brick walls. Obsessed with the crown princess title, his well-intentioned advice came irritating. Eventually, he gave up. If she couldn't marry, it was her choice. Father, you summoned me. Kiao. Yi Huan entered. Minister Kiao collected his thoughts. Kneel. Yi Huan was silent for a moment, then slowly knelt. Her face was cold, devoid of emotion, as if facing only strange memorials, tablets, and strangers of fathers. Do you know why I called you here? Yi Huan said flatly. Daughter has shamed you. I was wrong too. Prepare that barrel of ginger mountains. Wrong to covet what I shouldn't. Minister Kiao turned to face her resent. Full expression. Are you sulking with me? You say you ray wrong, but do you truly think so? The Kiao family owes you nothing. Stop acting like the world owes you. Yi Huan fell silent, but her icy demeanor showed she hadn't. T listened. Minister Kiao snapped. The Kiao family has been more than kind to you. I paved a smooth path for you, but you rejected it. Now you've shamed yourself. And the family, kneel here and take another 50 lashes with the rattan. Yi Huan suddenly laughed. A smooth path? Minister Kiao frowned. She looked up at him. Father, if this path is so good, why not give it to sister? She's the apple of your eye. Why offer such a good path to me? His eyes narrowed. Do you know who you're speaking to? Of course, she turned to the memorial tablets. Father found me an incompetent husband who'll rely on the family, yet schemes for sisters to be crown princess. We're both Kiao daughters. Why such bias? If you dislike me so, why didn't you kill me at birth? Minister Kiao looked at her, feeling nothing but unfamiliarity. You're mad. Yes, I am. Yi Huan laughed. How can it go? Mad when everything you have is stolen? Someone enforce the family rules. Minister Kiao ordered. A steward waved, and nannies approached with rattan canes. Yi Huan clenched her teeth, ending the blows in stubborn silence. Though the searing pain on her, the back made her sweat and pale. Father, may I live with mother on the estate? His brows furrowed. Your mother died suddenly a few days ago. Yi Huan's heart jolted. She stared, mouth agape, unable to believe it, seeing he was lying. Her mind went blank. Impossible. Mother was healthy. When did this happen? When? Before Minister Kiao could answer, the steward explained. 13 days ago. You were at the princess mansion then, coming and going. We could end. To find a chance to tell you. Yi Huan collapsed, the last pillar in her heart shattering, leaving only despair. I don't believe it. I don't. The body is buried at the foot of Shenhui Mountain, the steward said. With the Launch Force Festival approaching, the Kiao family could hold a funeral for an outer chamber. Please understand, Miss. Yi Huan staggered up. in need to find mother. Stop her, Minister Kiao barked, leaving. Like this will shame the Kiao family. Reflect here in the shrine. No going out. Yi Huan stared at him. Her red-rimmed eyes filled with venom. You killed mother, didn't you? She was healthy. She wouldn't die suddenly. Minister Kiao didn't reply, just left coldly. The steward sighed and followed. In high families, even concubines were considered red servants. Woo! She's resentment and curses on the estate made her. And predictable, Madame Jin had been kind to spare Yi Huan, the daughter of such a woman. But the girl was young and bitter, unable to see the world's gray areas. Fairness was rare. Zhao Ying, released by Yongying Pavilion's maids, rushed to the family shrine after learning of Yi Huan's punishment and the banquet debacle. She found Yi Huan kneeling, sobbing uncontrollably. Miss, are you all right? It's all my fault. Yi Huan clung to her for comfort. Zhao Ying, it's not your fault. I'm useless. Only you won't betray me. I only have you. Zhao Ying sobbed. Miss, I wanted to stop second. Miss from attending the banquet. So I sent her tremella soup with diarrhea medicine. But she found out and had it sent. To you in the Crown Prince's name. It's all my fault. Scold me. Yi Huan stiffened, shoving her away. What did you say? Yi Huan's eyes widened in shock, her mind reeling from Zhao Ying's words. Kneeling, Zhao Ying wept. I'm sorry, miss. I was foolish and impulsive. Did the soup make you sick? She hadn't attended the banquet and only heard Yi Huan's Skinger gift had rotted, leading to public humiliation and flogging, and that the Crown Prince had proposed the punishment. She couldn't imagine Yi Huan's pain. Yi Huan collapsed, staring blankly like a puppet. Asterisk, so that. S.Y. So that's how it happened. Asterisk, she burst into wild, tearful laughter. Zhao Ying's shirt ached. She tried to comfort Yi Huan, only to be shoved away and slapped hard. The first time Yi Huan had hit her. Why did you do this? I never asked for such vicious deeds. You've always been outspoken, but I thought you were kind at heart, just impulsive. I never thought you'd be so vile. You've disappointed me. Zhao Ying kowtowed. I was wrong, miss. I'll never do it again. Beat me. Anything to make you feel better. Ray calling the previous night humiliation. Yi Huan wanted to bang her head against the wall. At last, she said coldly, leave. I don't want to see you. Zhao Ying hesitated, then left, but knelt outside the shrine, waiting. Yi Huan's red eyes fixed on the tablets. Her gaze dark. Asterisk, if not for Kiao Wanyan, I wouldn't be disgraced. If not for her, the Crown Prince would still pity me, not ignore me now. Zhang Qiyun came to the mansion, but stayed with her. Not me. She's stolen everything from me. Asterisk. Why does she always take what's mine? She whispered. Asterisk, the status of eldest daughter. Friends care. His Highness's pity. Since childhood, she's taken it all. The early spring noon sun was warmer than winter. The sky a clear blue silk. The air is fresh and mild. Zhu Shujian finished the last stroke on the scroll, smiling at the portrait of the beauty reclining. Second miss. The painting is done. Kia Wanyan roses with Ziyuan Shelp and approached, though she didn't speak. Zhu Shujian saw her satisfaction in her smile. Do you like it, second miss? Zhang Qian, who had dozed off while waiting, approached, gazing at the portrait. He was stunned. Zhu Shujian was talented. Most painters failed to capture a subject's true beauty. But this portrait was vivid, expressive. The woman smiled as charming as spring itself. Zhu Shujian asked Zhang Qian, what does young Marquis think of my paintings? Zhang Qian coughed dead. Not bad. Better than the real things, but don't be hypocritical. Painting people as they are not prettier. Zhu Shujian didn't respond, but his side eyes caught Qiao Wanyan's smile. Fading, asterisk such tactlessness will make enemies, asterisk. She glared at Zhang Qian, her gaze moving from his eyes to his cheeks. He shives red. Stepping back, this crazy woman was quick to slap. And she faked first. Your eyes are blind, she snapped. Then admired the painting again. Ziyuan, have this framed and hung in Yongning Pavilion. Yes, miss. Qiao Wanyan turned to Zhu Shujian. You paint well, name your reward. Unfazed by her arrogant, condescending manner, he said, if you ray willing, a set of stationery would suffice. She raised an eyebrow. Asterisk, that's all? A poor scholar wouldn't ask for much. Asterisk, fine. I'll have it sent to you. Stay for tea. Ignoring Zhang Qian's glares, Zhu Shujian said thank you, but you must be tired. I won't disturb you. Qiao Wanyan glanced at Zhang. Qian, I'm tired. No tea then. Wait. I've waited all this time. And you're resting. You're messing with me. Zhang Qian protested. Zhu Shujian said gently, young Marquis, forgive me. Second miss has held one pose for long. She needs rest. Discuss matters another time. Who asked you? Mind your own business. Zhang Qian yelled. Zhu Shujian remained calm. You're right. I only worried for her health. At least there's one normal man here. Qiao Wanyan drawled. Zhang Qian choked, then snapped at her. Can't you see he's pretending to be kind? Beware, he'll leech you dry. Zhu Shujian slightly frowned. What do you mean? Young Marquis, even if I am a commoner, I cannot ignore such slander. To imply things that never happened is an insult to both me and second miss. Qiao Wanyan said Zhang Qian. Do you think everyone is as shameless as you? Zhu Shujian is a scholar, not a despicable person like you. Zhu Shujian looked at him calmly, but Zhang Qian could have sworn he saw a flash of triumph in the scholar's seas. Qiao Wanyan asked nonchalantly, so worried I'll be swindled. Could it be you like me, I'll like you? Zhang Qian sees bulging Ed. W. Who likes you? Don't be too confident. Was this crazy woman addled by Zhu Shujian? As flattery to SP out such nonsense? A breeze lifted her hair as Qiao Wanyan asked softly, you don't like me? Under her direct gaze, Zhang Qian stammered. W, what are you raving about? How could I like you? He paused, then declared loudly, I'll put it bluntly. I'd marry a pig before I marry you. If not, I'll kneel and lick your feet. Qiao Wanyan sized him up and said lightly, who cares? Zhang Qian felt a pang of frustration. Qiao Wanyan returned to Yongning Pavilion, and Zhu Shujian nodded to him before leaving. Alone in the grand reception hall, Zhang Qian's silhouette looked unexpectedly forlorn. Standing at the door, he yelled, Qiao Wanyan, how dare you play me? Wasting his time, infuriating crazy women. In Yongning Pavilion, a maid detailed everything that had happened in Mingxiang Pavilion. Ziyuan snickered. Serves her right. Too bad a miss seeing her soil herself in public. Qiao Wanyan waved everyone away. The door closed, and silence fell. So she dared to talk back to Father in the shrine. She's different now. The old Qiao Yuan endured grievances in silence, playing the pitiful victim to provoke others into defending her first and foremost. That lowly Mei Jiaoying. But now, talking back to Father, her grievances must have finally snapped her patience. Qiao Wanyan popped akin-dyed fruit into her mouth, savoring the sweetness. Asterisk good, no more docility. Let jealousy and desperation drive her too. Impulsive acts. That makes her nothing like the storybook Qiao Yuan. If she can do evil, how is she different from me? Will her aura still protect her? Without it, can I kill her without fainting? My plan to wound her at my own cost was worth it. No gain without pain, asterisk. Qiao Yihuan was destined to be crown princess and empress. While I was fated to fail, let her fall from grace herself for now. As a caring sister, it should comfort her, add more fuel to the fire. After her nap, a maid rushed in. Miss Yun poisoned people and got arrested by Yemen runners. Qiao Wanyan. She never should have brought Yun Yao back. The girl was either causing trouble or already in trouble, and Qiao Wanyan was forever bailing her out. But at the Yemen gate, she saw Yan Yo following Jing Yuan out. The girl trotted over beaming. Sister Yan Yan, I did something amazing. Puzzled, Qiao Wanyan asked, why are you here? Jing Yuan bowed. His Highness learned that Miss Yan was arrested and sent me to investigate. It turned out Yun Yao, looking naive and alone, was charged by humans, traffickers, lured with food. She was knocked out and taken, too. Were sold to a brothel. When she woke, seeing other girls waiting to be sold, she poisoned the traffickers. One escaped to report her, and she was arrested for causing trouble after. Freeing the girls, the Yemen magistrate mentioned this to the crown prince, who sent Jing Yuan. Amazing, right? I saved so many people. Yun Yao chirped. Jing Yuan added, Miss Yun acted righteously. Without her, many innocent women would have been sold. The traffickers are detained, and rescued women will be found soon. Qiao Wanyan patted her head. Well done, Yao Yao. Yun Yao grinned. Dimples charming, Qiao Wanyan. A furious voice approached. Zhang Qiyun galloped over, reining in his horse beside her. Though angry, he didn't dare lash out, fearing public humiliation. I just wanted to talk to you alone. You have time to rest. Painting strolls the streets. Just no time for me? Qiao Wanyan snapped, you're annoying. Jing Yuan observed. Was the young marquis acting like a spoiled concubines, pining for attention? Qiao Wanyan turned to Jing Yuan. Please tell His Highness I'll visit with Yun Yao. To thank him, Jing Yuan nodded and left. Glancing back, was the young marquis courting her? Impossible. They loathed each other. If they paired up, the little fiend would become a whipped puppies. In a tea house private room, Ziyuan pouring tea as Yun Yao focused on pastries. Zhang Qiyun eyed Yun Yao, wanting her to leave, but knew Qiao Wanyan would boot him instead. Speaking, Qiao Wanyan sipped tea. Zhang Qiyun hesitated. I had no intention of spying that day. I saw Situ, you sneaking towards Changping Palace, and followed out of curiosity. That scoundrel framed me. He was the spy, bitter since last night. Even beating Situ again hadn't helped. He sat across from her. Believe me, I didn't. Never before accused of such vileness. He had to clear his name. He could end. T let Qiao Wanyan think him a lecker, or she'd hold it over him forever. Yun Ya says widened. Asterisk spying on Sister Yan Yan? How dare he? Asterisk she ripped off her tasseled pouch, dumping out bottles and jars. I won. T let anyone bully Sister Yan Yan. I'll poison this peeping Tom. Ziwan asked, what are you doing, Miss Yan? Growling, Yun Yao said. He ruined Sister Yan Yan's virtue. I'll kill him. Qiao Wanyan paused, amused by her cuteness. Asterisk no wonder. She's easily tricked. So naive. Asterisk. Zhang Qian. Asterisk can she focus? I'm denying it. Asterisk Yun Yao rummaged. This one just causes diarrhea. This makes rashes. This twists features. Here's one. It makes people staggering, drooling, and turning half paralyzed. Perfect for him. She held up Avial. Eat this. It's tasty. Zhang Qian. Asterisk is she deranged? Asterisk he looked at Qiao Wanyan, who chuckled. Yao Yao, good try. But we can't poison him openly. Not even secretly, Zhang Qian added. Yan Yao pouted. Why? Not vicious enough. I have stronger poisons, Qi Wanyan explained. He's Jing and Marquis' only son. If anything happens to him here, I'll be in trouble. The Marquis and Marchioness would never forgive her. First, I didn't spy. Can you confirm facts before attacking? Zhang Qian pleaded. Qi Wanyan asked evidence. Just your word? She paused. Familiar? You said the same to me. When you gave Qiao Yihuan an ancestral jade bracelet, she broke. She cried and said nothing. You assumed I de-broken it. Qiao Yihuan said, Don't be angry. Qian, blame me. You thought she was sacrificing herself. So you vented on me. You asked for my evidence. Now I ask for yours. Zhang Qian was speechless. He'd seen Qiao Yihuan as gentle and kind, swallowing grievances, but she'd pushed Qi Wanyan off a cliff in Qingzhou. Blame him for the ginger debacle had. He wrong Ed Qi Wanyan over the bracelet? If she'd broken it, why bring it up? If not, after a long silence, he bowed his head. I'm sorry. If she'd been wrong. He now knew the pain. Qi Wanyan sneered. An apology erases my suffering? Zhang Qian stood knelt by the table and said, Then hit me until you forgive me. Qi Wanyan lowered her eyes, watching him look up at her. Do you think letting me slapping you will absolve your guilt? You've got this all figured out, haven't you? Zhang Qian was speechless. He now stood under how awful being wrong Ed felt. Just one. The night of injustice had left him sleepless, appetite gone, mind consumed by defending himself. Beating Situ, you twice hadn't felt. He'dly grown angrier. Qi Wanyan had endured this for far longer, yet she'd never approached him. Her pain must be infinite worse. What do you want? I'll agree to anything reasonable. Qi Wanyan's fingertips rubbed the blue and white porcelain teacup. Her light brown eyes, smooth as jade, reflecting his handsome, defiant face. Yan Yao had an idea. Promise Sister Yanyan 3 requests. No refusals. Good idea, right? Qi Wanyan didn't speak, shifting her gaze from Yan Yao to Zhang Qian, waiting for his answer. Grimacing, Zhang Qian said fine. 3 requests, but nothing crazy, like burning down the palace. He couldn't risk this mad woman ordering him to attack the crown prince. Qi Wanyan suddenly smiled, so close. Their eyes locked. Zhang Qian felt the room brighten in an instant. First request. The rice paper flowers Jing'an Manor prepares for the flower festival every year. Zhang Qian was stunned. The Jing'an Manor had gifted rice paper flowers to flower festival, game winners for over a decades, made from rice paper plank cores, each petal sliced and shaped meticulously. A single flower took months. Artisans spent a year crafting each set, exquisite and beautiful, coveted by noble ladies. This year, the aging artisan would retire after one last set. The manor had announced the prize would change to a white Hetian jade disc, as Zhang Qian planned to give the final set to Qiao Yihuan. In the storybook, Qi Wanyan had sent people to find the festival ribbons, but raged when the prize changed, later trampling the flowers on Qiao Yihuan shed, leading to Zhang Qian confronting her and the crown prince comforting Qiao Yihuan. Qi Wanyan now wanted the flowers not out of jealousy but genuine desire. For the artisan's swan song, Zhang Qian hesitated. Can I give you 5? There are 6 in asset, he promised Qiao Yihuan. The full set and fee read disappointed her. Qi Wanyan looked at him calmly. I knew your guilt wasn't real. You've bullied Ed so many. Why care about one wrong? I was foolish to expect true repentance. Her disappointed tone contradicted her usual haughty self. silencing Zhang Qiyun's refusal. How could he haggle after wronging her? Just as Qiao Wanyan prepared to signal Yan Yao to poison him, he relented. Fine a full set. To her, showing weakness was no shame, only the goal mattered. There'd be time to deal with this fool. Later, asterisk men always fall for weakness. Asterisk. How do I know you won't renege? Zhang Qian felt insulted. I'm not like Sichuyu. My word is bond. Swear it. He scoffed. Fine if I break my word. I'll be a dog wagging at your feet. Qiao Wanyan arched a brow. That's hardly a serious oath. Zhang Qian snapped. What do you want then? After a long pause, she said seriously, swear that, if you lie, you'll die a miserable death. Struck by lightning, abandoned by all. Plagued by disease, your family has fallen. Soul shattered, cut to pieces. Doomed to endless torment. In the 18th level of hell, Zhang Qian, Ziyuan, Yan Yao. Zhang Qian laughed in anger, speechless at her venom. Are you serious? Dead serious. Do you plan to renege? He exhaled, half amused, half annoyed. Fine, raising his right hand. He swore if I broke my word, may I die a wretched death. Struck by lightning, forsaken by kin. Stricken with illness, my house ruined. Soul dispersed, cut to ribbons. Damned to eternal suffering in the deepest hell. Satisfied, Qiao Wanyan smiled. I'll trust you, for now. The other requests can wait. When will I get the flowers? They rain died on the flower festival. The artisan insists on ritual. So early Saint morning of the festival, I'll deliver them immediately. Don't rush. Nodding, she said leave. Oh, and pay the tea bill. Asterisk, asterisk, Eastern Palace, asterisk, asterisk. Jing Yuan reported Yun Yu's release too. Crown Prince Heziyu, Your Highness. Miss Yun delayed Prince Jingshan for former dynasty remnants and was jailed. Miss Qi Aodu went to the Ministry of Justice and Princes. Jingsmaner, she even blew up his kitchen. But he released Miss Yun without punishment. Heziyu's scolded expression darkened. Prince Jing resents Wanyan for abandoning him. Miss Yun must have suffered. Jing Yuan blinked. No, she was released the next day. Heziyu snapped. Why tell me this triviality? Are you idle? Your Highness. There's more. Jing Yuan braced his GLR. Regarding Miss Qiao Ai's diarrhea, she ingested refined croton and rhubarb. Heziyu nodded. Who did it? Zhao Ying? He frowned. Zhao Ying, though rash, was loyal to Qiao Yuan. Poisoning her at the Launch Gravity Festival made no sense. Zhao Ying sent Miss Qiao to tremella soup that morning, but we don't know if she drank it. Heji mused. Zhao Ying disliked Wanyan. The soup likely contained the poison, which Wanyan diverted to Qiao Yihuan. Also, young Marquis Zhang wanted to speak to Miss Qiao at the Yamen, but she ignored him. Heziyu dismissed him. Zhang Qiyun was just bickering, no cause for concern. For half a month, Qiao Wanyan came the toast of noble society, enjoying outings and feasts. Qiao Yihuan, however, remained locked in Mingxiang Pavilion since collapsing in the family shrine. Even Zhao Ying dared not enter, waiting anxiously outside. Zhao Ying had tried to see the crown prince for help, but failed due to his busy schedule. That evening, she placed dinner on the table. Miss Eat, you'll fall ill. No response. His Highness is busy. I'll fetch him soon. Just as Zhao Ying reached the door, Qiao Yihuan called, Zhao Ying. She rushed back. Miss. Qiao Yihuan sat up, pale. How much is left in my private account? 21 taels. Buy grain with it. All of it. Confused, Zhao Ying asked. But we have food. Just do it. Alone, Qiao Yihuan stared at the sunlight streaming through the windows. Hiding forever meant losing everything. If No one else could be relied on. She must rely on herself. It was a clear, breezy day, perfect for outings. Jia Siwon, the youngest legitimate daughter of the Minister of the Central Secretariat, was having tea with Princess Hebeosu in a third-floor private room of Audio House, spotting a carriage from the Kiao estate on the main street. She sent Ma to invite its occupants upstairs. Kiao Wanyan entered nodding with a smile. "Sister has time today. You missed the Taifu Mansion banquet the other day. I don't bed to see you," she added. "Greetings, Your Highness." Hebeos who were aimed at her. No wonder Pinduoduo called her the lucky same person. Beyond the care, free life of a pamp-read noble in ancient times. She got to see such a pretty sister treasure. No? One was luckier, except maybe the person who had to. Facing her fart attack at the palace recently, Jia Siwon laughed. "You know I've been preparing for my wedding. Today's my first break in ages. Soon, I'll be too busy to go out. It's driving me mad." Kiao Wanyan's eyes lit up. "Sister will marry her childhood sweetheart soon. Your face is full of joy. I can't believe you're annoyed." Jia Siwon giggled coquettishly. "You love teasing me." Hebeos who suddenly thought of Kiao Wanyan's childhood sweetheart. Prince Jing, the original host, had no memory. But at the banquet, she'd seen him up close, handsome enough to be a top celebrity in modern showbiz, royal and noble children were rarely ugly, especially since the emperor, handsome Abimodern uncleckish standards, had beautiful concubines, even her own. The body was prettier than her modern one, but even such beauty wasn't good enough for her sister treasure. Beos who thought Wanyan should be impressed, taking all those men as concubines. She was that kind of doting mother fan. After all, if Wanyan abandoned someone, it was their fault for not being good enough. Prince Jing should reflect on himself. If Wanyan wanted to be best friends, she'd take 100 male concubines. Sensing Hebeos' stare, Kiao Wanyan asked, "Has Your Highness been well recently?" Caught off guard, Beos who blurted, "I would." Then corrected, "I'm doing well." Kiao Wanyan smiled brightly, thinking the 10th princess was no smarter than Zhang Qian. Jia Siwon changed the subject. "Wanyan, what's your eldest sister up to?" "She's been a Beosu, who hadn't visited Kiao Yihuan lately. Guess she might be hiding from shame." Jia Siwon explained. "Yihuan's been serving porridge daily on Fengyu. Beggars and poor folks are flocking there. They rate praising her as kind and merciful." She added as a concubine, "She should marry as arranged. My family's illegitimate daughters were married off at 15, living peacefully. Illegitimate Central Secretariat daughter wouldn't poorly matched. But Kiao Yihuan, having hooked Ed the Crown Prince, only to be flogged public lie, was clearly building a good reputation. Hebeos who a moderner, couldn't trail it to wife or concubine hierarchy, but understood the rivalry like hating a half. Sister born to Amistress. In ancient times, concubines were normal. Her own mother wasn't the empress, so she stayed neutral. Changing ancient views with modern ones was impossible. Kiao Wanyan smiled. After her palace ordeal, Yihuan was depressed. Mothers, glad she's doing good deeds now. Jia Siwon sighed. Madame Kiao is so kind. Yihuan was lucky to be born into the Kiao family. Beos who kept quiet, Kiao Yihuan had been her first friend here, but hardships revealed true colors. Noticing a familiar carriage outside, Kiao Wanyan rose. "It's late. Mother wants me home early. Forgive my leave." On Fengyu Street, Kiao Yihuan served porridge in simple clothes, smiling gently. "Slow down, everyone will get some." Hiziyu's carriage stopped afar. Seeing her, He alighted. Kiao Yuan's eyes reddened Ed at the sight of him, tears falling as she turned away to wipe them. A handkerchief was offered. She looked up at her dream lover and cried harder. Yi Huan, don't cry. Her sobs eased. He'd been busy, not disgusted by her shame. Why serve porridge? It need Ed to get out. Helping others feels meaningful. A commotion arose. Jing Yuan reported, Your Highness. A carriage ran wild, coachman thrown off, horses out of control. Ziyuan's panicked voice yelled, Miss. Frowning, Heziu dashed away. Kiao Yuan watched his back, the handkerchief dropping from her hand. Kiao Wanyan braced against the carriage wall, but her face showed no fear. When the carriage jolted, she looked up with panic. Shiyu slashed the reins. Stopping the carriage, the horse raced on. As Jing Yuan gave chase, opening the door, he saw Wanyan collapsed and trembling, tears on her lashes like morning dew. Before he could comfort her, she flung herself into his arms. Additive, unfamiliar emotions surged through him as he stroked her back. It's safe now. I was so scared, Your Highness. She sniffed lead. His other hand circled her waist, her fragrance blanking his mind. Even in the past, when he Yanli held her hand, his ears had burned. Don't fear. I'm here. Kiao Yuan arrived to see the crown prince. Holding Wanyan tenderly, Wanyan hugged his waist, and Heziu soothed. It's over. Ziyuan accused. Why glare at our miss? She's frightened. I didn't. Kiao Yuan retorted. Heziu understood. Wanyan had done it on purpose. He lifted Wanyan out, ignoring others, and strode to his carriage. Kiao Yuan's face pallid as Wanyan winked. Her smile mockings, asterisk as I said. If you can bear grievance, bear it forever, asterisk. Your Highness always protects me when I'm hurt. I'm so grateful, Wanyan murmured, her teary eyes melting his heart. Just as he settled her in the carriage, Kiao Yuan called, Your Highness, I need to speak with you. Wanyan tugged his sleeve, gazing at him with reddened eyes. Kiao Yuan pleaded, Ziyuan can stay with her. My matter is urgent. She wanted to reveal Wanyan's plot, the poisoned soup, the carriage accident. Shiyu frowned. She's your sister. Since when did you ignore her fear for your urgent matter? Yi Huan, you weren't like this. The carriage drove off. Kiao Yuan staggered. Asterisk, he used to care. Has he really started to despise me? Asterisk. Mo Xiao rushed to the study, detailing the Fengyu Street incident, especially how the crown prince had carried Kiao. Wanyan, he Yanli crushed his teacup. Why tell me this triviality? Mo Xiao counted silently. 10, 9, before he could finish. He Yanli asked, What about the horse? Kiao estate horses are trained. Why bold? Mo Xiao thought. Asterisk classic denial. Asterisk Ray call what he D said in Beiming City. Asterisk when I return, I'll make her regret living. Those who are trays. Trust should die by their own hands. Asterisk now. He fretted over a carriage accident. If Mo Xiao could see through his lies, he'd be a fool.